theorist.com presents.
Global controls will have to be imposed, and a world governing body will be created to enforce them. Crises precipitate change.
Good evening, folks, and welcome to your Panic Hour. My name is N.A. Poe, your prophet and savior. With me, as always, the lovely Sammy Flicker. Sammy.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good, thanks.
To my right, replacing the Adam Flicker this evening, is a man that I've tried to get on the show numerous times. For all you fans of the Panic Hour out there that don't know, Mr. Alex Marco is with us today. Alex is the founder. He named the Panic Hour. You named the Panic Hour.
I did.
Me and Alex lived together a long time ago. He taught me a lot about life, and we were great friends. And we had a thing back in the day. It was called Jesus is Coming. I'd like to think that it was the precursor.
It is. It definitely is.
It was the precursor to the Panic Hour, where
This was our vision.
Yeah, this was our vision. Now it's a reality. We have a bunker, and we're happy, and everyone's safe and sound. Also joining me this evening, actually not even joining us this evening, she's basically taken over this fucking place tonight, Miss Chairwoman Manhuviya Harel. Manhuviya, welcome to the bunker.
Yes, and there will be many other bunkers I'll be staying in.
I'm sure of that.
Is that a figurative?
Do you have the music?
No,
do you have the music for Chairwoman?
Yeah, literally.
Rich, hi, Rich.
I requested an anthem be playing after his speaking, though.
Yeah, unfortunately we didn't.
Okay, yeah, right. Yes. March of the Volunteers.
It's more like
Am I supposed to take off my hat or something, or no?
No.
Okay.
You're fine.
All right, cut that commie bullshit. I'm kidding. But Manhuviya is here to join us, and I'm really happy to have her. We did let her take over the bunker a little bit. Now, Manhuviya, you're going to tell us a little bit. You believe in Maoist communism?
Yes, Maoism.
And why don't you tell us a little bit about Maoism?
Maoism is like the most militant branch of communism that's out there. It's very anti-revisionist, as in no watering down of Marxist-Leninism whatsoever. It also advocates people's war, that the peasants and the workers rise up.
So that sounds like a pretty good idea to me, Alex. You like the idea of?
Sounds good to me.
So the peasants rise up against.
No watering down.
Do we need to? Yeah, no watering down. We are hardline fucking Maoist communists in here. You also are the 2012 candidate for the Transgendered Communist Party, and we are happy to have our first national candidate on the Panic Hour.
Yay, what an honor.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about your platform?
Well, basically, we need to get rid of the system that's oppressing us, and that's capitalism, my friend.
I agree with that. Now, why don't you tell
Music to Poe's ears.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about some of the? I'll tell you a story. I picked up the chairwoman at her lair this evening, and which is a lovely place. You should live as the chairwoman does. But we went out for a piece of pizza, and she walked in her outfit, and heads turned in the place, and not like Christy Brinkley walked in the room. So I got a little dose of, what it would be like for the chairwoman to be in these situations. And chairwoman, I mean, you encounter a lot of transphobia in, now you're male to woman transgendered.
Male to female, yes.
Male to female transgendered, and you spend a lot of time gender neutral, which you look great. But tell us, what does a normal person need to know about someone that's transgendered so they can understand a little better, and you can go out into the world and not have to feel that you're living in fear or ridicule?
Well, it's really bad for us, especially those on the trans feminine spectrum. It's everything from walking down the street and being able to be safe to using the bathroom.
You are going to go to federal prison.
Alex, fuck off.
But so it is very hard, and I got a little taste of it tonight, and I just think that people need to be educated a little more. So why don't you let me know how you want people to address you?
She, her, are my pronouns, or else.
Fair enough.
Lady Gulag as well, right?
Yes. Yeah. If I hear a male pronoun, somebody's getting shot in here.
But you are one of the more entertaining people that I know on the internet in a world full of people posting their baby pictures and whatever else the fuck they do out there in fucking whatever land they fucking live in, whatever. They're dead.
That they think they should be breeding.
Yeah, so Chairwoman, so first of all, the Panic Hour supports all people, and we all need to rise up together and take on the machine that is oppressing us. And until we all come into a situation where we unify, no matter what we are, dicks, pussies, whatever the fuck,
we're all one.
we're all one. And until you see that part of the whole game of oppressing us is keeping us apart, then you're never going to be able to see the light. And we don't give a fuck because we have a bunker.
Yeah.
Like, we have a bunker. Like, do you think
Chairwoman's
really
got a
care?
bunker too. Chairwoman's got several bunkers.
Nice. Are they like ready to go type bunkers, in case
A
shit
couple
goes
are.
down?
A couple are.
And they're throughout Eastern Europe. So, we do a lot of work.
Hey, I think I have more than Saddam Hussein had, so don't worry.
Yeah. Well,
Wow,
they
that's a lot.
They killed his dummy or something like that. He's in fucking Bolivia.
living it up.
Just chaining the laundromats in Chicago now or something like that.
Yeah, it's like the scientists from Russia. They built the scientists from Germany in World War II that were killing people built our fucking spaceship. So whatever.
Yeah.
Dr. Strangelove.
So
Manhuviya!
there we go. We do a lot of work in the community as the Panic Hour. I don't know if you know this, but we're members of society, Sam Flicker, don't you think?
Definitely.
Yeah.
I work with children.
So we figured that a good way to let you know what we're doing here at the Panic Hour is by doing a segment at the beginning of the show that we like to call This Week in Panic Land.
Is this craft work?
It's the Gorillas.
Oh.
What else?
Thought it was craft work.
So people, think that I'm just out there having sex with teenagers and smoking weed and all that, and that's happening. But at the same time, we're also doing a lot of other things. And me and Sam had went to PDF a couple weeks ago with some of the our burner friends. And I decided to take it to the next level and go to this Freeform festival last weekend.
I can't believe you went. I think that's great.
Yeah, it was a very interesting, freeing experience. I got to spend a lot of time with a lovely medic friend of mine, and I actually ended up working in like the MASH unit a little bit. If you don't know, I'm out there saving lives. Now, there were certain people that came into the festival, which was a lovely, lovely, well-organized, well-planned, and well-executed event that people had a lot of fun at it. And you know what? Some people had too much fun. And
Sorry, what kind of, what is it, like Burning Man or something?
well, yeah,
A smaller version?
It's a regional Burning Man event. They have them all the time to kind of hold them over to the next Burning Man.
But what they do is they take a lot of the principles, and they're lovely principles. There's no trash. No one shits in the porta potties on the
No
wall.
money.
It's no money unless you're buying
great.
drugs.
Right, that's the only thing with the money's used.
So I actually talked a guy out of a K-hole.
That's so
I've been there.
awesome. Good for you.
Yeah,
I'm so proud of you.
I really felt like a citizen. It was like, this guy, and they were getting mad at me because I was like, you know what?
You were saying
He's like,
you have
where am I? I'm like, all right, man, we just stepped foot on Mars. I was
You
walking into the
shut
bathroom.
up.
And they're like, look, you have to watch with these people because they are literally on combinations of drugs that would make Hunter S. Thompson probably like fall asleep, but whatever. But they were on a lot of drugs, and that's how people express themselves. And I'm not going to say that I wasn't trying things, but I really helped people. And you know what? I felt like I was doing the right thing this weekend.
I
too.
think that sounds really great. And I think that it's really also great when people can be responsible about what they ingest and know their limits and things like that to have a good time and be safe. But, everyone does their own thing.
Yeah, well, I think I'm going to get some kind of CPR training so I can go to these things and I can really help people,
I can really see that you were inspired.
Thanks, Sam. I'm just, things, that's the thing. The beauty of the Panic world is that it's just filled with love and light.
I wish I had been there with my sound bowls to help bring everyone down a notch.
I wish you were there too because these people were fucked up. What were you gonna say, Chairwoman?
Maybe you should be one of the traveling doctors. You know?
What, like on the Oregon Trail?
No. Okay.
Yes.
No. The traveling doctors. Mal set that up to go all to all the villages. And,
Oh, that's fine. I'll do that for you. I have no problem with
Okay.
that kind of assignment from you. I definitely work for you. So
Well,
another.
you are working for me now.
I am working for you now. You're right.
Just take a look at the Mal pin on your shirt.
I am. I did get an honorary Mao. I'm an honorary Maoist today.
Wow.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I mean, it doesn't matter as long as it's not fucking democracy. I don't care what it is. We also, I spent 3 days following that in this week of beauty, babysitting some children for 3 days. And Sam, I'll tell you what. I know that I make fun of you when you say I'm primarily a babysitter. It is a
That's what I do.
motherfucking job, my friend.
I told you. I worked 8.5 hours today
Yeah, so
babysitting.
from now on, anyone that
That's
wants me to babysit, I'm actually going to send the chairwoman.
Oh yes.
Chairwoman, bounce him on her knee a little bit. Not too close though.
Scarred for life.
So yeah, I mean, I don't think chairwoman would scar anyone. I would give my kids to chairwoman if I was going to breed, which would never happen. I would let chairwoman be my nanny, and you could teach them. You could wrap them in little Soviet flags or whatever. But but I spent 3 days with these kids.
How did that go?
Sam, they wake up. That's what it went like. But they weren't crying. They were asking me questions. But I educated them a little bit. They were talking about God. I let them know that the Anunnaki is
for the love
who
of
really made
God?
us.
Oh, Lord.
You let them
Alright,
talk about God?
You're gonna have to tell me what the Anunnaki is sometime. But whose children were the?
Well, the Anunnaki, let's explain it to the listening. Anunnaki is a race of people from an alien land. Get Sam.
I was just going to say, did you grow up learning, like, the Christian Bible?
Yeah,
Or any type of Judeo-Christian
I went to
Bible?
I went to 13 years of Catholic
The
school.
Anunnaki, well, then you probably didn't read this in Catholic school, but they're the giants that they talk about in the Judeo-Christian Bible would be like the Anunnaki, like people that have power over us physically and mentally.
Cool.
That's just a way to relate it. I don't know.
Okay,
Gotcha.
so I talked about the Anunnaki. I mean, kids want to do shit right when they wake up, Sam. Like, I want to wake up, I immediately go and I play with myself until I shoot a nice morning load, because what other way is there to start a day and end a day? Either fucking or jerking off. I don't know what you mean to tell you. But so I wake up, I play with myself, I smoke some marijuana, I drink some coffee, I poop, I play with myself again.
Wait, so what did you do
I
when you
smoke
had
more
the
marijuana.
kids around?
I didn't do any of that, Sam. But I did have like a nice little pipe stashed in like a
Nice.
in like a planter or
That's
something
like
like
what
that.
dads do, you know?
Yeah. So I had a nice time with them. They're great kids. It made me realize how much I don't want to have kids, and but the children are amazing, and that they should be away from me. So, but they were really nice, but for 3 days with kids, Sam, morning to night, it's a lot of work.
Yeah. I mean, they're people.
Yeah, they're little people, and they're all like the fucking kid from Jerry Maguire now, where like they do a bunch of nasty shit, and then they make a cute face and say something like adult, and then you're like, ugh.
It's okay.
But whatever. It ended up costing me money to babysit these goddamn kids, but whatever. So, the last thing I'm going to talk about here is we have issued a sweepstakes here at the Panic Hour that I am disappointed we have not had a response to. A few weeks ago, we let you know that we want someone to shoot down a drone plane. And if you shoot down the drone plane, now this package is building now, Sam.
I mean, I was just going to say, let's add something to it this week.
Chairwoman, if you could add something, a gift to a package for someone that shot down the first drone plane in American skies, what would it be?
Let's see. They would get vacation on the Black Sea.
Okay. Wow. Jesus
Sounds
Christ.
pretty sweet. Are you going to fund this?
No.
Vacation to the Black Sea and then a beautiful summer in Siberia. So
The Black Sea is like, Western Russia.
okay, so here it is, people. We are offering you right now a Panic Hour T-shirt, 8 hours of free babysitting from Sammy Flicker, as well as a sound meditation. An hour with Adam Flicker where he will smoke a joint and like try to tolerate you while you speak to him. A vacation on the Black Sea.
Maybe paid for.
Alex, you want to throw something in there?
No, the state pay for it. I'm not directly paying for it.
Okay.
Right.
Well, then I'll let my girlfriend blow you. So there it is. Shoot down a drone plane, bring it to the Panic Hour, and we will help you redeem your prize. And I feel very strongly about that. So we're going to go to, we have someone with us this evening. Well, you just call him here. Well, our friend Chris, he's probably listening. Chris, you can call in here. It's 1-877-587-6833. Yeah, Epic Wiener. If I'm trying to get people who've taken many drugs. So yeah, Chris is going to call in when he calls in, and we're going to talk about. He recently met. What's the guy's name from the Ancient Aliens thing?
George Tsoukalos, I think.
Okay, so
He's the guy with the big hair.
So this guy's from Ancient. Oh, well, we got Chris. Yeah. Oh yeah, Chris Augustin, you there?
Yep, how are you?
Yes, he is. Chris, thanks for joining us. Chris's website is called aliensthetruth.com. Chris has an alien chip implanted in his leg that, if you listen to, I can throw up the Panic Hour that Chris was on, but Chris has been helping us out. We're in Cool Respondents. Chris, it's funny, you have an alien implant in your leg and you got on A&E, but it wasn't for having an implant in your leg. What'd you get on A&E for?
The A&E thing was for my family situation. My wife and my mother have not gotten along for 10 years, so we went through this whole process with a family, like a counseling expert, and tried to really put some of the issues to bed.
So you were on Monster-in-Laws. I can't really hear him, Rich. Can you bring him up? No?
Yeah, it was kind of a crazy show. It was very involved, and got to some really painful issues.
Did you talk about the fact that you had an alien chip in your leg on that?
She actually asked a question about tattoos and stuff, and I said, yeah, I've got a whole bunch of alien tattoos, and she's like, well, that's really stupid. I'm like, well, thanks, they're important to me, and she was glad that I defended my tattoos, but that was the extent of the alien stuff.
Yeah, well, Chris, you met with, what's the guy's name, Sam?
George Tsoukalos.
George Tsoukalos, who does...
Giorgio Tsoukalos, I believe is the pronunciation.
So,
Tsoukalos?
He's one of the major researchers and historians involved in the Ancient Aliens TV show on history, or H2, whatever their variant is.
So what did you learn when you were... What did he talk about mostly?
The presentation was very, very much science and evidence focused. He's not this guy running around. Yes, he has the crazy hair, but the main reason is to get the attention, to get people to watch. But the presentation was about all the megalithic structures around the world who have evidence of advanced technology, and the dating around the areas puts them tens of thousands of years before our recorded written history says they could have been built. So that means that either one, there's another civilization of humans here tens of thousands of years ago that is very advanced technology, or two, they were assisted or just had guidance from some advanced species that had that type of technology. So the majority of the presentation was on the actual evidence and proof from some of the hardest stones in the world that they were cut with diamond bit drills and everything. Yet our historians say that it was done thousands of years ago with stones and copper tools, and it's just not possible.
Wow, so there's evidence of civilizations before humanity that we don't speak about, huh?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's very open-minded. He has no concrete answer as to if it was aliens or very advanced species. But either way, there's evidence of advanced technology that are the power.
Chris,
I think we just.
it seems like we lost Chris. It seems like we're having some technical difficulties over there.
Yeah, I could barely hear him, but he said something. There was a race of humans like tens of thousands of years ago that were really advanced. Wasn't something found at the bottom of the Mediterranean Sea like years ago? It was really like intricate, and it was like a computer, and it was thousands of years old or something like that.
I remember that story. Whatever happened to that story?
Suppressed. Yeah. Well, we lost Chris, and Chris, we're sorry. I think we're having some technical difficulties under there. We are underground, so we need to get Chris back in here at some point, because it's
maybe
so much
the
easier.
American government didn't want him to finish his story.
No, everyone that calls into the Panic Hour is somehow suppressed. I'm followed all the time.
This does happen a lot.
But look, I will talk about something that Chris was going to talk about, and it's a shame that we can't have him, but we do a show from a fucking bunker, man, and that's the risk you take when you got all this shit down here. But Chris is going to talk about the Star Child skull. The Star Child skull is a genuine 900-year-old bone skull found in Mexico in the 1930s. The Star Child Project is an informal organization which begins These people are the owners of the Star Child skull, and they want to determine what caused the unusual shape and properties of the bone. Now, Chris had told me earlier today that they did some DNA testing on it, and there's definitely non-human DNA in this Star Child skull. So that's pretty
You're not
crazy.
going to see that in the AP.
No, you're not going to see that in the AP. You have to go to the starchildproject.com. So we'll try to get Chris back in. The phone lines are messed up. Like I said, Chris is going to talk about the Star Child skull. I think we have a picture of it. If we do, show this fucking weird head. No? There's a weird-ass head, and it's from a different fucking planet, and it was found on Earth.
Looks like the face is like pinched in. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, it's weird. So, all right, well, it's a
That's
shame.
crazy.
It's a shame we couldn't do that, but that's the risk you run when you do a show like this. So we're going to go into our version of the news, which I like to call We the Sheeple. Communism. Listen up, you fucking sheep. Watching your DVRs and fucking whatever you're doing out there, bread and circuses, friends. But another week that just makes me sick and makes me sad to be alive and have to live with you. Sorry, Sam. I know you hate when I talk like that.
No, it's cool. That wasn't so bad.
I approve.
Thank you. I know you approve.
Just keep us alive.
So,
Can't handle the truth.
I can't.
and the truth is that we hate you. I mean, we love you. Send us money. I mean, we hate you. Thanks, Chairwoman. So our first story this week, in the LAPD reports, this is from NBC Los Angeles. Granada Hills baseball coach accused of smoking marijuana with students. Pedro Cruz Trujillo, 24, of Los Angeles, was booked on 6 counts of child endangerment Monday. So this is bad for our pot cause, but an assistant baseball coach, he wasn't even the coach, the assistant coach, was arrested Monday on suspicion that he smoked marijuana with half a dozen teenage students before an outing to Dodger Stadium. Hey, who doesn't like to get stoned and watch baseball? Alex.
Sounds fun.
Right? Peanuts, Cracker Jack, Sam?
Yeah, I can't believe
Wait,
that they
Widow.
would turn that kind of situation into a criminal type
Well, okay, so
situation.
he took 6 students ranging in age from 14 to 16 years old to a Dodgers game. He is suspected of allowing some of those students to smoke marijuana in his car on their way to and from the game. I mean, $100,000 bond for this guy. What do you think about $100,000 for that?
I mean, he's going to do time probably for child endangerment.
Wait, how old were the children?
14 to 16. Girls that age are getting their assholes touched nowadays.
Yeah, but I think that's too young to smoke marijuana.
I mean,
anything.
What do you think?
He shouldn't
I
have
don't-
smoked those kids out.
I
They're too
kind
young.
of feel like it's inappropriate, but I personally don't. Like, I think that society would call that inappropriate, but I don't think that it's inappropriate.
Chairwoman,
So-
in your
But I
communist
get that it is.
in your communist utopia, are 24-year-old Puerto Rican guys getting kids stoned before baseball games?
Not that I know of, but
Do you know what baseball is?
yes.
Okay.
Chairwoman, you can shoot that gun at anyone in here whenever you want. But what do you think about the idea? Good idea, bad idea?
I'm really indifferent about it, really, if you think about it.
Well, you know what?
There's parents out there getting their kids alcohol, you know.
Exactly.
and
I mean,
I just
if
don't
it-
really
you know.
see. Not that I think. I mean, I think that's wrong, but you know.
Yeah, so Guy, you're good. That sucks for you, man, and I feel bad for you, and I can't do anything to help you, but I would. Unless you want to do some A-team style raid on the LAPD county jail and get this guy out. Another shitbag story about marijuana. So the Drug Enforcement Administration is run by this hua named Michelle Leonard. I'll get her address for you out there. She refused to admit in front of a House Judiciary Subcommittee that marijuana was less addictive or harmful than heroin.
What?
Heroin,
Wait,
Sam.
what are her credentials again?
She runs the fucking DEA.
Wow.
Wow. so
money,
great.
money. I mean, that's the only reason why someone would do that.
Now, is it just a little round table? Do you guys think marijuana is a drug?
No.
I don't.
No.
It's a medicine. Alex?
Nah, it's not definitely not a narcotic.
No, and it's a Schedule 1
Schedule
narcotic
1.
as well still, which will not change federally. And we are big supporters of the end of prohibition. And for this lady to come out and say that marijuana is no less harmful than heroin is just a goddamn joke. And I feel like it's a discredit to every activist out there that supports marijuana. And I feel like this should be a rallying call. You know,
That is unbelievable.
It's unbelievable. This is about America continuing its so-called war on drugs.
yeah, which is
what? Just to incarcerate black and brown people.
You're right. And to be able to get money for black ops by running said drugs. You ever notice that ever since we invaded Afghanistan, well, you wouldn't notice this because you're watching fucking whatever
Dancing
you
with the
watch.
Stars.
There you go.
I don't
Game
watch
of
Dancing
Thrones.
with the Stars.
Not you.
But at the same time, you
My
don't.
mom does.
My mom too.
You know what I'm gonna do, lady? I'm gonna challenge you, lady. I'm gonna put someone in the studio next week, and we're just gonna shoot them up with heroin, and someone's gonna sit across the table, and I'm gonna smoke joints, and we'll see who ends up better by the end of the show. I really feel that this is an insult, and if you're concerned with, they don't want marijuana to be legal because they don't want the healing medicinal value of marijuana to take away from their pill shilling, and they're incarcerating nonviolent drug offenders, and it's just disgusting. And I feel like we should really be doing something about this as a society because it's
they
disgusting.
can't figure out how to tax it and listen. You can't make now the Percocets. You know what I mean? But you can grow marijuana. They can control Percocets because it's manufactured by.
Yeah, and they
Right.
make sure they get on the
same
street.
people that tax you, by the way.
So yeah, if you see this woman on the street, hit her in the fucking leg like Nancy Kerrigan for me, will you?
You get a t-shirt. Just kidding.
You'll get a T-shirt. We don't have any T-shirts.
Don't tell them that.
I mean, you'll get a T-shirt. Next story. This is from.
Well, it depends on your definition of hit.
Fair enough. So an Austin man is facing 10 years in prison after photographing cops making an arrest. This is
It's a bit drastic.
This continues to happen every day when citizen journalists turn their cameras on the scumbag police state and show what they're doing. They're being arrested. It was just after midnight on New Year's Day when Antonio Bueller spotted a pair of Austin cops manhandling a woman at a gas station during a DUI investigation, so he pulled out his cell phone and began taking photos. That prompted the cops to storm up to him and accuse him of interfering in the investigation. They shoved him before the truck, and they said he spit in his face. I doubt this guy spit in his face, but he was charged with resisting arrest and felony harassment on a public servant, the latter punishable by up to 10 years in prison. Now listen, I've had friends, and Manhuviya, I know that you know some of these people, that have been accused of assaulting the police and have been arrested. Actually, a friend of ours just got off for that. Kudos to him. But the police state needs to be monitored, and there's more citizen journalists on the street. And I don't even know, is this illegal? Can this be illegal to film the police? Does anybody know that? I mean, I don't even know what the laws are anymore
Well, they
because
can say whatever they want and call it a rule or a law, and that's just how it goes. And when you're in the courtroom, you're not going to win.
And another thing is they throw the book at you and then they break it down. But I mean, this guy, it's not resisting arrest to, film cops being the scumbag pig servants of the fucking Illuminati that they are. They don't even know who they're protecting. And I'm telling you right now, military, police, fucking Coast Guard, fucking greeter at Walmart, put down your weapons and join us.
I do
And
think
think
that. Oh, sorry. Go
No,
ahead,
no, no,
Susan.
please.
I do think that police all over the country, they're a little high-strung after the whole Occupy movement.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
they're pissed off. And the thing is, they don't realize that they are just. I mean, Chairwoman, what do you think about the police?
The police, they're just high strung after Occupy, and I think it's they're gonna start cracking soon. Really.
They are.
You think they can come to our side, or you think that the police are going to beat the shit out of us?
They're gonna try to beat the shit out of us first before they come to our side.
We welcome them.
I don't know where. I mean, I don't know why the military people and the cops think is going to happen to them. I don't know why they think they're going to be protected in the end, because they're pawns just like the rest of us. The shit's going to hit the fan, and it's not like they have enough shit for them.
I agree with that, and I feel like so police and military join the panic hour, please.
You are a prisoner.
I love Alex Jones. Alex Jones, we're coming to you later, believe me.
Yes, actually.
Hey, look, I didn't realize that I had this putting down here. Putting down ain't a fucking word.
Putting down.
Okay, phone. We have a phone call.
Take it. Can we kill them?
Okay. You do have to bear with us in the bunker because you know what it's like to try to get fucking reception down here. Like, I have one bar every time I live in here. And
the antenna's not working. I think a fuse might be blown.
So this is from Alex Jones's Prison Planet, who we're going to be getting to Jonesy, like I said. This says new research: drones can be easily hijacked. As more government agencies use drones, new research has highlighted the fact that unmanned vehicles are extremely vulnerable and can be relatively easily hijacked and controlled. They said they can be taken over with the right equipment. I don't know what this equipment is. It's called
I believe that.
an advanced spoofer. It infiltrates the GPS system of drones. Now, look, we don't have a wish list, but now we do. We want a spoofer and a bunch of weed.
And you can't make one out of a paper towel roll and dryer sheets.
No, but I wish we could. And it
Otherwise
takes over.
known as a spoof.
Is that what they call that?
Yeah, like when you smoke weed in a dorm room
Yeah.
and you have to blow it out so things the smell
Oh, I
doesn't
smoke
get
weed
everywhere.
in dorm rooms.
Well, you know, when I was a freshman.
No, I mean, I do literally smoke weed in dorm rooms.
Nice. I like your style.
Haven't done it in a while. If any college students out there are interested in having any po come to the room, and
Bring a t-shirt.
and smoke weed with them, and then I will give you cunnilingus and I'll leave. You don't even have to touch me. Wait a minute. Can you edit that?
Yeah, we got that. Don't worry. It wasn't live or anything.
Okay. Because I meant analingus. All right. Here we. That's all right. I don't care. I don't care what you people think of me. So yeah. So these drone systems, $1,000 for this spooning thing or whatever it is. What's it called, Sam?
Spoofer?
Spoofer. We need a spoofer. If we get a spoofer, we're going to take over drones, and then we're going to start flying them into fucking Walmarts, and we're going to fly them into McDonald's and shit like that, because that's what we do.
And we'll drop food and stuff over low-income communities.
Yeah.
Nice, Sammy.
That'll be great.
Yeah, so we're going to be stealing drones here at the Panic Hour with your help out there, and then we are going to be taking these drones and we are going to be feeding the...
Some breaking news here.
Okay, so Mike Salvi, a friend of ours from Truth, Freedom, Prosperity, just Googled, sent us a message that said, the U.S. Court of Appeals ruled that filming cops is protected under the First Amendment. So you know what? Get out your phones, get out your cameras, and if you see a pig doing something that's wrong, you take a picture of it, and when they try to arrest you, you say Mike Salvi said that the First Amendment protects you. Because I can't Google that right now, Mike Salvi. So Mike, thank you. Truth, Freedom, Prosperity is a great group of guys, libertarian guys that really work hard and they make a real difference in the community. And
You are going to go to federal prison.
Shut up, Alex Jones.
Is that guy? Okay.
But so get us a drone, will you? Okay, this is another domestic deployment thing which makes me sick. The U.S. Army chief said military will be used to provide rapid response options and address challenges within the United States itself, as the Department of Homeland Security and local law enforcement fuse into a single militarized policing apparatus for all of America. The U.S. military will continue to expand its role in domestic affairs, including the event of natural disasters and terror-related crises. Guys, how do you feel about American troops on the streets?
Good.
Sounds like Nazi Germany.
Good.
Nazi Germany all over again.
But wouldn't, in a communist country, wouldn't there be military on the street?
Yeah, but that's because we are rooting out the real counter-revolutionaries, the ones that want to restore capitalism again,
And destroy them and bring me their heads.
yeah, I mean,
Capitalism just isn't like, people out there still think about money as like an answer to things in life, and
just throw
and
money
it's
at-
that
that's all
kind
they
of
think about.
self-serving idea that if I'm okay and if I can take care of my family and
Then fuck everyone
then
else.
fuck everyone else. And capitalism roots that in materialism and in all these bullshit dreams they sell you
It
that are
divides
dead.
you. You don't want to help anyone. You want to help yourself.
Exactly. And what do you think is going to happen in 10 years? You think you're going to be buying Coach bags? No, you're going to be fucking fending off gangs. And who's going to be one of those gangs? The Panic Hour.
They're here to kill you and your
gonna be like Red
family.
Dawn.
And distribute
You
food
understand?
to low-income communities.
So look, the Council on Foreign Relations, who runs the universe, proposes that the U.S. Army be used to plan, command, and carry out domestic police missions. I'll tell you what, we are really going down a slippery slope in this country, and you people don't care. And you know what? The future doesn't happen overnight. It's a law's passed and another law's passed, and then the next thing you know, you're pulling up to a stoplight, and there's 3 cops that look like fucking RoboCop, G.I. Joe.
And they want to swab the inside of your mouth.
Yeah, well, you know what? They're going to swab the inside of my asshole because I'm going to take their gun out of my holster. I'm angry tonight, Sam, and I'm not going to do any of this.
Yeah, you got some
I'm
venom.
tired of it.
Like in Gattaca,
We should Alex Jones is just basically a guest on this show now.
Alex Jones.
But you know what? The police state is in full effect, people. So you know what? You need to wake up because we're woken up. Okay. This is from the London Telegraph. Scientists developing device to hack into the brain of Stephen Hawking. Stephen Hawking is testing out a groundbreaking device to allow him to communicate through brain waves in a project that scientists have likened, Adam's not here to correct me, to hacking into his brain.
Wow.
It's a fucking called an iBrain, a tool which picks up brain waves and communicates with them via computer. What do you think about that?
Is it considered hacking if he's giving consent to it?
Well, no, I think they're just talking about the
Just
fact that they
funny.
can. Yeah, you're right.
That sounds pretty interesting. I thought that he already used like a brainwave type machine to speak, but I guess I could be wrong. That's really interesting.
Let
I
me
don't
just
know.
let myself keep talking.
You know what cracks me up about Hawking is like of all the worthless pieces of shit in the world that like walk around and buy $100 Nikes, like why does a guy like this have to end up like twisted metal in a goddamn chair with the kind of brain that he has?
Who was that comedian that said, imagine him having like sex and like talking dirty? He was going like, fuck you, baby.
I don't know.
I
but
think
like
I think they did that in Family Guy.
Did they?
But yeah, I'm not sure. if
Yeah, so
anyone else
they're
did.
gonna hack into Hawking's brain. You know what? I think that I would let them do this to me because then I'd have to talk to less people because you could just take all these evil, mad thoughts out of my brain and talk to them through a computer, and then I could just relax.
Yeah, it sounds like a really big, expensive project that they could use that kind of money on, like something else. But
Yeah. So Steven, I mean, I don't know. What if that guy's ever been
Good
laid?
luck
You
to
think
you.
You think he's ever been laid?
I think he's been married and divorced and
I don't think
remarried.
he has any feeling like down there, does he?
I don't know.
They
man.
have all kinds of technology to make people that are like paralyzed and everything
So,
be able to.
Stevie Hawking, if you're listening, we want to know if your dick works. Call in.
Viagra. Viagra is the technology, by the
You know
way.
someone's going to call in his voice.
Well, I wouldn't be that too opposed to an iBrain because if I can get some counter-revolutionaries to start thinking my way, I can put that shit into them.
Yeah, you could start actually implanting brains like that movie. What's that movie with Ralph Fiennes and Angela Bassett? Strange Days. That's a film.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, so we want
Vincent D'Onofrio's in that too. He's that shady cop.
Yeah. So yeah.
I thought about this all day.
That's great. So that's Stephen Hawking fucking. It does happen.
You heard it here.
We
Big Bang Theory.
So, we at the Panic Hour are here to educate because obviously with our 11 years of education we got through the system, we are definitely equipped to tell you about this kind of stuff because
Certainly.
but so this is a 14 ways to communicate if the internet shuts down. And if there is ever a real revolution in this country, I believe that they're going to go after the internet immediately. So for all you fucking zombies out there,
Not to interrupt you, but they did that during the Arab Spring, didn't they?
in Egypt. So all you people out there that don't know how to communicate without the internet, we're going to talk about it.
Smoke signals.
We're fine. We actually have a gentleman in the group in the bunker that can take care of that through sort of like a CB channel type of thing.
I should have read this before because there's some asinine shit on here like telephone, fax machine, all of a
Yelling
sudden,
across the street to your neighbor.
non-virtual bulletin board. That means, just in your own section of post-apocalyptic wasteland, throw up a bulletin board that says, hey, stop by, I'm making canned food.
I'm
Stew.
babysitting.
I'm babysitting, check back later. Non-virtual bulletin board. Return to dial-up. These people are assholes. What's this website? Governmentslaves.info.
Wow.
Reporting from the FEMA Region 4 since 2007.
Multiplex theater. I haven't been this excited since I learned how to speak Braille.
We're going to have to learn how to speak Braille.
3 vertical bumps, 4 bumps in a square.
So if the internet shuts down, use your phone and fax machines, scream across the street, Morse code, and
Snail mail.
yeah, put a fucking letter in a pigeon's mouth.
Pigeon.
I don't know. When the internet shuts down, you should all kill yourselves.
I should. Well, we're like something relative to this. You talked about one time like how like you have an iPhone now and you don't know how like you ever like lived without it or something.
Yeah.
I thought I lost this for 10 minutes like last week. I never felt a wave of horror and panic
Yeah, there's
come over me when I couldn't find my freaking iPhone.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that go into the convenience of using technology, which I agree with, but at the same time, me and Chairwoman were talking about this earlier, talking about people moving away from the earth and moving more towards like a mechanized, mechanical society that really has no feeling. I always harp on the fact that we live in the most connected of times, but we are the most disconnected we've ever been as people because we never sit and have conversations.
Hide behind a screen.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We just
You know, so you know what I forgot to talk about earlier that I want to talk about is that last evening, me and my friend Fred Immendorfer, who's a wonderful man, went to the 9/11 Architects and Engineers for Truth viewing of their new film. We got to speak with Richard Gage, who is an architect that started Architects and Engineers for 9/11 Truth, and actually we're going to be working on the ground in Philadelphia with 9/11 Architects and Engineers, helping them get some money together, doing some viewings of the movie. I'm sure Truth, Freedom, Prosperity would love to help us with that. So, look, this movie straight up showed, and I don't want to harp on 9/11 because we all know how we feel about 9/11 in here, but literally, like, showing controlled demolitions and then showing they harp on World Trade Center 7, Tower 7, because literally the fucking thing just fell out of the goddamn sky. And it's very interesting to hear the scientific angles on all this, and they're definitely need to break this into the mainstream. What percentage of the people do you think in America think 9/11 was an inside job?
I do.
There you go.
I do.
100% of the transgendered communists in America feel as if there's more. But Rich, what do you think? You think a lot of people think 9/11 was an inside job? Or I spend so much time around crazy people, I don't even know what's fucking real anymore.
A lot more than you think. Even normal people I work with, subcontractors and people that just come onto the job sites are like, yeah, there's something weird there.
Well, what would you guys think if they say it came to light in the mainstream that 9/11 was an inside job? Do you guys feel as if that would anger the public enough to maybe, head towards some kind of revolution, or you think they're that asleep?
They're going to play it like JFK. And there's still no answer on that one.
I think that
Definitive.
they won't want to accept it. I mean, you can sit there and tell everyone the facts, and it's not even crazy stuff. It's like straight up physics and
physics.
Yeah,
chemistry.
it was literally boring because it was just
it's so
them
much science.
Yeah, just them hammering the scientific facts home. Now, we talked a little after me and the gentleman, and we started to get into a little bit more of their things theoretically. You should hear engineers talk about the Pentagon. Like, the Pentagon is basically it's the odds of something like the Pentagon happening is like, I don't even know, dude. It's like the Panic Hour being fucking filmed on Mars. That's the odds of the plane getting hit by Pentagon. But Mike Salvi just contacted me, and he told me that Truth, Freedom, Prosperity, he got it 2 weeks ago, and they're going to be doing a screening. So that's exciting to hear. And I'm going to work with those guys. We're going to get out. We're going to flyer, and we're going to let people know that. And I said to these guys, hey, you guys are the 43 most brilliant fucks when it comes to this particular thing. Why not go to the media and say, hey, we are experts on this. If you needed an expert on teenage girls and you called me in and I told you about it, you would know it's the truth.
It's for the same reason they don't let really smart scientists come on and talk about chemtrails. It's suppressed.
You're right, and we need to break that through, and we are going to help in Philadelphia to do our best to let people know what a sham that is and what criminals were in our government and still have perpetrated our government and continue to erode our civil liberties and cause endless warfare. We've always been at war with East Asia, right, Alex?
East Asia?
It's Orwell.
World War
We've
II.
always been at war with East Asia.
We have.
It is literally like Nazi Germany all
2
over
plus 2
again
equals
happening
5.
right now.
So-
2 times 2 equals 5.
War is peace.
So yeah, that is crazy, and we need to start doing something about opening people's eyes, because you know what? If they arrest these people that really did 9/11, we can maybe take this country back, because they're bombing the fuck out of everyone in the world, and you're not doing anything to stop it because you're watching your television, you're worried about all this stupid bullshit, and you don't realize that, if you have children, the world, what do you think the world's going to be like in 2020? Like, what's it going to be like? It's going to be a wasteland. And you know what? You're going to be dragging that kid around, and I'm going to be like, ha, look at you and that fucking stupid kid.
You can eat the kid.
So whatever. Hope, like I said,
Good luck to you.
Could they just fly a plane into this planet and implode it? I mean, can someone wire the planet from top to bottom and we'll fly a plane into
It's gonna
it?
be just fine on its own. The Earth will cleanse itself.
Yeah. Well, speaking of the end of days, this is an interesting article. It says there's going to be 5 dominant personalities that you're going to meet in a world gone mad, Sam Flicker.
What are these personalities?
I wonder who they are.
They are babysitters, zombies. No, okay. So there's 5 different types of people. Zombies, deniers, schemers, sociopaths, and protectors. I'd like to let you know that I am a nice mix of 20% of each of those. Zombies are the brain-dead masses, the TV-watching fluoride heads who believe the mainstream media and dutifully vote for the next globalist puppet president. I couldn't have wrote that better myself. They live their lives without consciousness or awareness, sleepwalking through day after day. So there's going to be those zombies walking around, and they're going to be like, oh, my God, give me something to eat. The deniers. These people have slightly more cognitive capability than zombies, but they are functional. But they're ignorant masses as well, who live out their meaningless lives in total denial of reality. I know a lot of these people. They hold down jobs and they drive Volkswagens, and their girlfriends come every once in a while, but
But
you
not
know,
usually.
but not really a lot.
Yeah.
So
Not with their partners.
no, not with their partners.
The rabbit.
When their partner gets up and goes to the bathroom.
Or when I come over. So thanks, Chairwoman. So that's the next group of assholes. Sociopaths, I think we fall into this. They're the brain-fried monsters who rage through society. These are the people that when we're like, look, we have to set this up like this, they're going to be the people like hitting people in the heads with like hacksaws and stealing things. And they're also going to be the people taking money out of cash registers after the apocalypse. So there's your sociopaths. Schemers. I think we're schemers too. They're plotting mid-level minions who make the bulk of government, finance, and war industries. These are going to be the people who scam us out of things. These are the people that I'm going after, Sam. Like, I can't wait till, like, there's, like, businessmen in the street going, like, what should we do? And then we, like, club them and bring them back and do shit from, like, Saul to
yes.
them in the bunker.
Oh yes, we should like make them work out in the fields.
Oh.
And put a gun to their head. Yeah. Put a gun to
This is
Koch
totally...
brother's head.
This is literally Chairwoman saying that. Yeah. So when we become kings of the universe, we're going to take all those people and we're going to...
Hey, no kings. There's no monarchy.
No gods and no masters.
No. Just
Yeah,
no monarchy.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. So, yeah, these are the schemers. Fuck them.
Anarchists are for no masters.
Yeah, and then there's protectors. These are the honest citizens in society, the Sammy Flickers of the world. They are going to be
stop it.
eaten alive immediately. But they're all going to be out there trying to protect things and set things up, and then these crazy other people are going to ruin things. What we recommend is finding yourself a safe bunker type area to live in. We have one.
Everyone can have like reasonable survival things like water and just standard medical supplies, and that that's a good thing. You should all be prepared just in case of a weather emergency. Antibiotics, but they do have a
First
shelf
aid
life,
kit.
so keep an eye on that.
Sure.
Cash.
But that is key.
Look in the natural way.
Well,
Yeah, definitely.
Manhuviya, if you were to have 5 things on your person, if shit was to go down, what would you want them to be?
First aid kit, cash, water. First aid kit, gun and
A
ammunition.
flashlight?
Gun, ammunition, and a flashlight.
All right.
Maybe some dehydrated snacks or something.
And a flashlight. So,
MREs.
MREs are good. This is the last thing. This kind of annoys me. You know, at the Panic Hour, we're LGBT friendly, we're transgender friendly, we're human friendly.
Or else.
But they're fucking Oreos. You know they made gay pride Oreos?
Oh, I saw those.
What
I
happened?
thought it was cute.
Gay pride Oreos?
I thought it was cute. Move on. I'm just
Well,
kidding.
Oreo Pride cookies were released. When you bite into them, they actually cream in your mouth. Oh, get that drum roll.
Wait, I got it.
When you
Too
bite into them, they
late.
actually cream in your mouth. When you bump into them, they cream.
Pumping.
Let's go. When you bite, ready, Rich? When they bite into them, they cream in your mouth. Oh
When
yeah.
you butt fuck into
When you-
them,
when you do a
they
bumper of
cream
an
in your
Oreo.
mouth.
Now are you a top or a bottom?
I'm a top.
All right, you look like a fucking top because you're just. Well, what do you say? What do you
Power
say?
top.
What do you say to Mikhail? What you told me earlier?
I wear the combat boots in a relationship.
I like that.
Are you in a monogamous relationship?
Yes.
Cool.
So yeah, actually, we're thinking about Mikhail, chairwoman's man, is actually in Oregon, and he is
Love
stuck.
Oregon.
He's stuck there. Yeah, Sam, you spent some time out there, huh? He's stuck out there,
Oh,
and he needs to get across the country one way, just so he can get to his woman. And the Panic Hour is trying to figure out a way to maybe figure out how we can get the chairwoman the money to get her love here, so she can be a little more stabilized here. So maybe we'll do a fundraiser. Maybe, you know what?
Does
it's
he
like,
have a car?
No, he
Okay.
doesn't drive.
I mean, isn't there a good Samaritan out there that believes in love? $200 will get.
There's got to be someone driving from Oregon to Philadelphia out there.
Yeah, and chairwoman. I mean, don't you want to see the chairwoman with just combat boots on, with like a Soviet flag fucking on her back, like topping the shit out of Mikhail? I do.
I do.
I know you do.
That's
So
for tonight's nightmare.
um,
Where's the chairwoman from originally?
Stalingrad.
St. Petersburg.
Beijing.
Really? What brought you to this area, the Philadelphia area, or do you you're just
well,
visiting?
I'm not just visiting. I'm actually from South Jersey, though.
The chairwoman's gonna be trying out for the next Jersey Shore.
No.
Would you maybe kill some people of that show if I gave you the $200 to bring over Mikhail?
Yeah, let's kill some Jersey Shore people, especially the what, Snooki? Oh Christ!
Yeah, you know what I want to do to her? I want to put all the explosive devices that they had inside of World Trader 7, and I want to put them all over her, and then like just put her in the middle of a stadium, and then sit at the top with a remote control and just blow her up.
I'd come in
Just
her
as a
face. She's pretty.
symbol, you know.
Yeah, Alex would come in her face. Alex has always been a fan of anal sex and coming in girls' faces.
She's
huh?
got a pretty face.
Yeah. And see, the thing is about Alex is like when I see a pretty face, the next thought isn't in my mind, wow, I'd like to come
Put
on
my
that face.
jizz on it.
But you know what? To each his own. So okay.
Do they look prettier after you're done?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what my thing about coming on faces is? Chairwoman, do you come on Mikhail's face?
That's a yes. That's a big yes.
What?
Do you ever come on Mikhail's face?
No. Why?
Well, you need to start doing shit like that. I guess you just shoot right in there. Yeah, I get that. But look, pull it out and go on his face. If I get him back here, I want to be there for that. I want a fucking picture of that. So our last.
You know.
So that's going to be the news for the week. I really wish you people would wake up and start trying to do some things that are better for your world instead of yourself, because there are a lot of people that need help, and if we unite, we can save this world. But we're going with our backup plan, which is trying to get paid for the shitty show so we can get far away from you. I mean, we love you. I mean, no one's listening. I mean, I don't even care if you're listening. This is so fucking cathartic. So, okay. We're going to go into our segment. Look, Alex Jones, if you do or do not know, is a fucking shill, and he is a propagandist, and he's a disinfo agent. And we met him down in Virginia.
And he's definitely protected.
And he is protected. And I'm sick of hearing...
By who? Who's he protected by?
Who's he protected?
Yeah, like
by?
Same people that protected
Well,
Osama bin Laden and people like that.
They say that
you know?
the Zionists are protecting him, but you know what?
Israel.
Israel, right? The Zionists. Well, what he says is he does a lot of fear mongering, and we are sick of his fear mongering. We met him. He's in $150 jeans. He's tanner than fucking someone that's tan. Snooki.
Must be nice.
He's tanner than Snooki, and he's looking real good. And he's in here. He's showing eFoods Direct. He's showing the Alex pack of minerals. The other day, Steve Miller told me that he was telling people to eat dirt because of the minerals of it. Who is this asshole? We want him done. So this is the first story. And you know what? He started out as a good guy, but now he's gone down the road. So this is going to be our segment where we trash Alex Jones, and then we're going to fucking kill him. And it's going to happen every week. So get used to it, Alex Jones. This is called Mr. Jones and Me.
It's my favorite band other than the Grateful Dead.
REM.
That's Counting Crows.
Counting Crows.
So listen up, Alex Jones, and all you people that listen to Alex Jones out there who feeding you disinformation and lies. And Alex, we're stealing your fucking fan base, and then I'm gonna fuck your wife.
I'll smash your teeth in, whore. I'll smash your teeth in, whore.
Who the fuck was that? That's Alex Jones, Alex Jones soundboard. So Alex, look, this is, you know, some of this, what this guy says is okay, but this is insane. First of all, I have some friends that are involved with the TSA, Jim Babb, WeWon'tFly.com. Great guy, unless you ask Karma Troll, True Slayer. But This article says the TSA is deliberately hiring psychopathic criminals. A TSA supervisor turned whistleblower has revealed to the Alex Jones Show how the federal agency is deliberately directing its staff to hire people with criminal records who exhibit violent tendencies and psychopathic behavior.
You cannot make this up. How am I supposed to sit here and calmly take this?
You're
Take a
never
Valium.
calm.
So does he have a podcast or something?
He has a very popular show and a website that I'm not even going to name here.
Yeah, don't do that.
I'm not going to name here. But, hey, look, the thing is about this is that in all throughout society, you're going to have people that are messed up. But, I don't believe that I believe the TSA, feels people up, to violate them, to get them used to, surveillance society and, shakedowns and shit like that. But, as far as, the TSA being, a fucking large-scale, group of molesters, you would look no further than that Nazi Pope for that group. But the TSA is, I don't think the TSA is out to, touch your dick.
No.
And, if I wanted to touch people's dicks, I wouldn't get a job at the TSA.
It's the people that are working for the TSA are not, making these big plans. It's definitely the people above them that are the problem. Not this story is bullshit, is what I'm trying to say.
Excuse my ignorance. What is the TSA?
The Transportation Security.
The people that pat you down at the airport. The people that touch your balls at the airport.
Now the thing is, shit. If you go to any job place, 1 in 20 people is going to want to touch your dick, and it's probably the same thing at the TSA. And I just think for him thinking that they're hiring, making people think that they're hiring psychopaths. First of all, there's psychopaths everywhere, but the fact that they're deliberately hiring psychopaths to pat us down, that just doesn't make it. That's fear mongering, Alex Jones. And you know what we have for fear mongers at the panic hour? You got bullets for me, Rich? So Alex Jones, look, this is the first time. Well, no, we've killed you before on the panic hour.
Venom.
This is the first time that we're gonna kill you, and we're gonna kill you every week. So we steal your audience, and I'm wearing expensive jeans.
Right.
So Alex, ready, aim, fire. Fuck you. Propaganda. Joe Goebbels. One more. All right, so that brings us to my favorite part of the show, when we commit murder. It is called Ready, Aim, Fire. Okay, this is my favorite part of the show. It's called Ready, Aim, Fire. It's when we figuratively murder people. Sam, you want to just give us a little disclaimer?
Sure. We're just joking. It's purely figurative. And if anything happens to the people that we talk about, it definitely wasn't us.
That's bull!
Whatever, Alex.
Yeah, so we're going to go around the table, and we're going to murder people, and it's going to be figurative, and if they turn up dead, then awesome, but we didn't do it. So, first of all, Chairwoman, it has been amazing to be under your reign here. I feel
Most evil laugh ever.
like I'm going to help you as much as I can to try to get the transgender message out there and to try to stop transphobia. And if that takes me kicking some dude in the nuts when we're eating pizza together, then I'll do that for you. Because you know what? People are ignorant, and I hate that. So I really want to thank you for joining us. We have no problem with this place being communist. Thank you for letting me wear my Mal pin.
My mouth pin.
Your Mal pin.
Yeah.
And please take the stage and kill someone.
Okay, I got two people. First of all, Kathy Brennan. She has been very transphobic towards transgender people on the internet. Recently, she made an appearance at the New York City Dyke March, trying to espouse her bullshit that transgender women are not real women. So
I'll smash your teeth in, whore.
fuck you, Alex. Anyhow, this bullet is for you, Kathy Brennan.
And you know what really makes me sick? If you feel a way about something, it is not your mission to spread hate. Unless you're us, because we're spreading the right kind of hate. But, you know, it's not your mission to take it to the masses and try to make people feel that way. You feel that way about yourself, then that's fine. But don't take that out there. Kill one more bullet for that bitch that's fucking with transgenders. Who else you killing there, Chairwoman?
This one goes out to the lovely Mayor Nutter of Philadelphia.
Sweet.
because of his stupid little I want to starve the homeless off the parkway food ban. And that, of course, will affect homeless, queer, and trans people in the city, as well as his stupid little curfew he passed last year. So, quite a few. And I wish I had an AK-47 for his butt.
Kalashnikov.
Oh. Yeah, do we have any Russian? So, Mayor Nutter, it's actually... Oh. Jesus Christ, it's like fucking Reservoir Dogs in here tonight. Mayor Nutter's 55th birthday is Friday, and our friends at staffmeal.com will be having a balloon fight at City Hall. So, if you want to get wet with a closeted gay editor of staffmeal.com, who's a good friend of mine, go out to City Hall and throw some balloons. Wear white. Shave your box a little for me. Thanks.
And some pits.
Alex, I literally never thought that I would get you inside of this bunker, and you've been such an integral part of my growth as a person and my vision for things. And the Panic Hour and NAPO himself would not be who I am today without your influence. So I really appreciate you coming in, and you're welcome anytime.
I love you.
Can we get Alex a gun, please?
Mine.
I'll kill that idiot, the head of the DEA that said heroin's the same as marijuana.
Sure.
Man, you totally read my mind.
Sure. You have to say ready, aim, fire, Alex.
Oh, all right, ready, aim, fire.
There's nobody else you want to kill? Like, you want to kill some people.
I want to kill the guy that drives the trash truck that picks up the dumpster, which is right outside of my window, every Monday fucking morning at 8 o'clock in the fucking morning.
There you go.
Ready,
Get it
aim,
out.
fire.
Get it out. Get it out.
Notice I did the kill shot sideways.
You know, while I'm being... Yeah, you did. While I'm being, so sentimental lately, Sam, I know that I haven't seen you a lot lately.
That piece. Why didn't I get that?
And I know that I have been testy as of late, and I'm under a lot of stress, and I want to let you know that I love you like a family member, and you as well add so much to my life and so much light, and it makes me so happy.
I love you.
I love you. See, the Panic Hour comes around at the end, man. It's like a fucking, it's like a Disney show, you know what I mean?
Family, you know.
So,
Yes, family.
Sammy, now that we're a family, murder people.
I want to kill just all laws against marijuana. I'm just so sick of it. It's so grotesque and overdone and ridiculous, and over 50% of the people acknowledge that that's the case in this country. And I'm sure it's more. They're just afraid to speak up. But I'm just over the stigma and everything, so I'm going to kill it.
I'm totally done with it.
Okay, ready, aim, fire.
Oh, yeah.
So
Rich, do we have any messages on the answer machine at all?
I'd have to check, and I got to do that after the show because it's occupied right now.
Word.
Occupied.
No, it's okay. So just a little bit before I do some killing. The Occupy National Gathering is this weekend.
Can't wait.
Occupy activists from all over the country are descending upon Independence Mall, the birthplace of liberty, to...
Those lovely Quaker anarchists.
I know, right? To celebrate the idea of us all being on terror watch lists together. And we're going to assemble, and we are going to urinate freely, and I'm going to smoke marijuana, and we're going to throw a big fat fucking comedy show on Saturday night at 9 p.m. featuring poets, artists, high guys with shitty jokes, and all types of other stuff. And it's going to be at 9 p.m. at Independence Mall. So I really think that you should come out and you should support activism in Philadelphia and support me because I'm a fucking genius.
I'm the genius.
You are the genius. I'm sorry. So, I'm going to kill someone. I don't know who I'm going to kill. I killed so many people already throughout this thing.
Sandusky's lawyer. I'm in.
I don't care about that stuff. You know,
He's an idiot.
I don't care about him. Well, yeah, kill that guy. Shoot him, Rich.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? I'm gonna kill. You know what I'm gonna kill? I'm gonna kill the police infiltrators. They're gonna come to Occupy this weekend, and they're gonna start violence, and they're gonna try to get us to do stupid shit, and they're gonna start stupid shit when we are a fucking peaceful group of people that want change. So all you people that are gonna try to do some provocateur type shit to us, you know what? We're gonna weed you out, and I'm gonna weed you out right now. Ready, aim, fire. This has been your angriest panic hour in a while.
Not quite the angriest.
Yeah, we really appreciate you joining us, and we promise you we will wave to you from the hill while the floods wash you away. Good night.
Good night.
Good job, everyone.